Hello, this is Evangelist Dr. Robert L. McKim Sr. from Carrollton, Ohio. I haven't made a video in a while because I've been busy doing other things in my life that has to be done as well. But I'm here to give you my opinion and God's opinion on the whole subject of children and murdering unborn children. First off, everybody keeps saying, especially women and some men as well, want to keep saying that it's a right in the Constitution of the United States of America, or in the Bill of Rights, to have an abortion. There's nowhere in the Constitution that states that anybody has a right to murder somebody, whether they're unborn or born. It is still and always will be murder, and murder is a crime. Murder is also against God's laws, the Ten Commandments. But then again, you just want the right to murder. That's all it boils down to. You just want the right to murder somebody because some idiotic person in a clinic somewhere had told you it's just a blob of tissue. There's no life to it. Excuse me. If you are alive, which sometimes I wonder, because I think a lot of you people are brain dead. If you are alive, your cells inside of you are alive. And if you and another live person comes together, man, woman, and create another life inside you, that is a living human being growing inside you. It is not a blob of tissue. That is alive from the pit of hell itself. You're all a bunch of evil demons walking around the face of the earth pretending to be alive when you're not. The Bill of Rights, first off, in our Declaration of Independence, which is not the Bill of Rights, states that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Then they are endowed, that they are endowed by their Creator, which is God, with certain unalienable rights. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is not the Bill of Rights. That is the Declaration of Independence. Now, in the Bill of Rights, if you have ever sat down and read the Bill of Rights, you know, sometimes I wonder if anybody really even took American history. You know, American government, American history. If you sat down and you would read in Amendment 14, citizenship rights is Amendment 14, citizenship rights. And it says right here that nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. In other words, you have your own life, you own your own liberty, and you have the right to own property. You have the right to own property without due process of law. Now, the rights that women have and have fought for which is considered as the women's suffrage. Women's right here, Amendment 19. The right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of sex. The right to vote. The Constitution of the United States, the Bill of Rights, gives women the right to vote. It was called the women's suffrage because women up until that time did not, the early 1900s, did not have the right to vote. Now, you need to sit down and read the Constitution of the United States of America instead of listening to all these radicals that's constantly demonizing people like me because I believe in the truth. You're believing in so many falsehoods, so many lies, it's not even funny. You're the ones that are being dynamic. My mouth's going faster than my brain. Basically, you have a demon inside you. And you're doing the will of that demon. Here are several passages, scriptures in the Bible. I'm not having my Bible out here today on my lap. I just want to show you right here on my computer, especially. Here's one here, Psalms 127, 3-5. Behold, children are a heritage from the Lord, the fruit of the woman a reward, like arrows in the hand of a warrior are the children of one's youth. Blessed is the man who fills his well, basically it's a bag like that you put your arrows in with them. He shall not be put to shame when he speaks with his enemies in the gate. Psalms 1:27-3. Children are a heritage from the Lord. The fruit of the woman, a reward. Excuse me, the fruit of the womb, a reward. Right here's another one here. Proverbs 17:6. Children are the crown of the aged, and the glory of the children is their fathers. I could go on and on and on and on and on here. But I know a lot of you people do not like Christians. I know you hate Christians with a passion. You hate me with a passion for speaking the truth. But here's something I find very, very disturbing. My pastor read this, not all of it, he bleeped some of it out yesterday in church. He saw this. I'm trying to find it here now. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Oh yeah, I know what it is. I had it earlier. I know where. Maybe I could find it somewhere else here. Right here we go. This is something that was on Twitter, and it's from Libs of TikTok. And this is from this person here, stating the radical Christian are found in the rural areas. Their towns are defenseless. Yeah, right. Right. Maybe some small communities don't have a police department, but we still have a sheriff's department. They have almost no cops, and their firemen are volunteers. Yeah, we have volunteer firefighters, but we have a very good volunteer firefighter here in this area where I live at. They have to borrow cops and firemen from neighboring jurisdictions miles away in order to handle anything big. Like we do not have enough fire trucks to handle a big fire. Basically, almost every big community like Carrollton, Ohio, and other big communities have a ladder truck, and then a few pumper trucks and tanker trucks. But I'm not going to go into detail on that. But again, this person's going on about big cities are with them. So forget the burning cities. Basically, it's time to go into the rural areas, is what they're saying, and make us feel the heat. Show up 100 deep, or basically 100 strong, in every rural town, 50 miles radius, intent on what? Revolution. Then says I'm not sure. Doesn't know really how to talk there. Should be wheel crush. But that person down your crush. Their system ain't make them pay. So that makes me think that this person that wrote this is not really here in the United States at all. And if you think I'm kidding, I'm dead serious. This was caused by backward blank rural conservative operating out of a Christianized worldview. Even if they're not Christian, they're heavily influenced by it. They were the ones who voted for Trump in 16. Couldn't say 2016, but you know how that goes. Couldn't even spell what they should be pronouncing there. Those disillusioned redneck white trash blue collar, to quote a country song, type of flipped virally for the GOP. Punish them, punish their towns. They say BLM burn the cities to the ground. I say let them see firsthand what it's like when a community is truly burned to the ground. They want civil war. No, we don't want civil war. We want you to straighten up and fly right for once in your sorry lifetime. But you're not going to do that. You're the one that wants civil war, really. Because you already said right here, where was it? That your intent in revolution, that is civil war. That is, you're inciting civil war. They should have been careful of what they say and voted for. And what they asked and voted for. I'm not the organizing type, but maybe someone who can organize that store in a certain state. In the Midwest, often called the South, middle finger to America, is literally what the South would look like if that wasn't reconstructed. This person acts like some of the idiots that constantly harass me on social media because they think they're more right. More right. More right than Christians are. Sorry, it's just so disturbing how this world is turning out. We are living in the last days, people. So if you're not ready, if you're not born again, Jesus said you must be born again. In order to be born again, that means you turn away from the evils of this world. You turn away. You change your life. And you serve God. There are some Christians that are in office that are saying, I'm a Christian, but yet you are going the way of the world. You are not a true Christian if you're going the way of the world. Wake up before it's too late. Stop riding the fence and saying, I'm a Christian, but yet I'm of the world too. You're like, if you're riding the fence, if you're neither hot or cold, Jesus said he will vomit you out of his mouth. Basically, you are vomit to Jesus. Think about it. You know I'm right. God bless you. Have a blessed day.